Good morning, Professor. Good morning, Professor. Good morning, Professor.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good morning. Oh my God. Okay. Bill, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear clearly.
Oh.
I can hear.
Okay. Oh.
Rio, am I hearable to you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Now I'm ready to start like live streamings via the YouTube live. And could anyone please check the Facebook page? Like I've already shared the video on a Facebook page also. Thanks. The Facebook page is also good. Can you? The Facebook page is also good. Can you? The Facebook page is also good.
In 3 minutes.
Right, it's the 2 p.m. in Japanese time and the 10:45 in Nepal time. So could you, all participants show your video also? Right, thank you so much. Okay, then let's start. Please, Anjali.
Hello everyone, welcome to the International Student Summit 2020. I am Anjali Dahal from Nepal. I'm studying in Trivandrum University.
And I am Ryoinoue from Japan. I'm studying in Tokyo Keizai University.
We are the MC for this summit. We have been looking forward to being here with you all. In this Student Summit, we would like to share and talk about the possibilities of online exchange program.
We have put tons of effort into the online exchange program for 4 months to find a lot of possibilities in these COVID-19 situations. Can you believe it? We sincerely hope that you will enjoy this student summit and acquire something good from this event.
Yes, and if you have any opinion or comment, please feel free to text on the platform, which is YouTube comment section or Facebook live comment section. For now, we share today's agenda of International Student Summit 2020.
At the opening, first, we will show the summary video of our activities in 4 months. And after opening remarks from Professor Akinari Seki and Mrs. Series Batlai, we will share some online culture activities. You will be amazed by how we exchange culture online. And the next session is a group presentation related to the SDGs. One group will share the result of online survey and their implementation toward food waste issues. Next is a panel discussion. 4 panelists from Japan and Nepal will talk about the possibility of online exchange program and vision for the future. And at the last, we will show the reflection video and conclude with a joint statement.
So for now, we will share the video of the summary of Mere Sathi Project 2020, where you can see a glimpse of our 4-month journey.
Mere Sathi Virtual Project is organized by Seki Seminar and AEEE Nepal. 17 Nepalese and 17 Japanese participants participated in a 4-month online program. In the first week, we discussed daily activities highlighting the differences and similarities in the lives of Japan and Nepal. The first task was focused more on knowing each other and bonding well within the groups. The second task was to discuss the festivals celebrated in different months in Japan and Nepal. We shared the recommendations, also food, dance, music, and stories related to festivals. The third activity was to select a topic, research, and implement different topics such as gender equality, brain drain, food wastage, food security, education system, and gender issues were discussed. This activity actually made us realize the possibilities of online programs to create an impact. After this heavy activity, the other one was knocking at our door. We were divided in groups considering the interest in specific sustainable development goals. After a week of research, hard work, and team discussions, all the groups were successful. Being conducted virtually, but it turned out to be very informative and enlightening to see the accomplishment of the online program. And today, here we are standing proud to share our achievements and exhibiting the possibilities of online programs. Finally, with the theme Possibilities of Online Exchange Program, we are now having an International Student Summit. Thank you. The 2020 Mirasaki Virtual Project is organized by Seki Seminar and
Hi, I'm Mir from Sexemia. I'll introduce our website. This is the website of University Project 2020. At the beginning of this project, we started creating this homepage. We are hoping that many people from around the world see our activities. You can see these things both in Japanese and in English. Now, I'll show you what you can find on this website. At first, this is an introduction page of the members. All members' self-introduction are shown separately. If you have photos, you can check details related to SDGs. Next, I'll show you what we did in session 2. We introduced festivals, events, and traditions. For example, some people were singing, dancing, or eating. Alright, let's watch a video. This group introduced some events we held from 16th July to 15th September in Nepal and Japan. Some groups made PowerPoints and the others made video. How was that? Do you like it? You can see what we did performance in this website. Please check it out. Hi, I'm Mir from
Alright, so for audience, please scan this QR code and visit our webpage. The next section is opening remarks. We would like to invite Professor Akinori Seki from Tokyo Keizai University and Mr. Sirius Butler from AAE Nepal. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. To begin with, we would like to invite Professor Akinori Seki to deliver his welcome speech. Professor Seki is the director of the General Education Center of Tokyo Keizai University and the president of Asia Association of Education Exchange. He is also an official international advisor of the Union of Friendship Organization on People Diplomacy in Vietnam. Now, we will invite him here. So please, Professor.
Right, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Good afternoon and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for visiting this Online Student Summit 2020. My name is Akinori Seki from Tokyo Keizai University, where I work as the director of the General Education Center and the chairperson of the International Exchange Committee. As the person in charge of this summit, I would like to thank the many people and organizations who supported this summit. First, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Japan and JICA for their kind support throughout the years. I would also like to thank the embassies of several countries for sending us their messages of encouragement. Last but not least, the contribution of AAE Nepal need to be mentioned. They supported the 4-month-long international exchange activities with patience and a warm heart. I also want to say thank you very much to the family members of the participants for having allowed them to sit in front of the laptop, even during the Obon festival in Japan in August, and during the Dashain festival in Nepal in October. Also, we could not have this wonderful day without the support of Tokyo Keizai University. I would like to take this opportunity to tell everyone in the world with confidence that Tokyo Keizai University is a wonderful university. I'm so proud of my seminar students and Nepalese students for creating this big event by themselves during this pandemic. I'm so impressed by their collaboration in the last 4 months. And I'm honored to be the supervisor of such hardworking and excellent students from both Nepal and Tokyo Keizai University. You never had the chance to meet each other. You had to work only through the internet. However, as the title of the summit says, you have confirmed that there are no limitations when it comes to international online exchange. The possibilities are limitless. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the online student summit together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor, for your remarkable speech. Now we would like to welcome the person who have been with every Mirasathi since its inception in 2015. The General Manager and co-founder of AEE Nepal Private Limited, established in 2016. He is also the co-founder of non-profit organization Youth Thinker Society, founder and owner of Drive for Well Private Limited. He envisioned to empower Nepalese young talent by creating platform and more job opportunities in Nepal. He is none other than Mr. Chitish Bhattarai.
Namaste and a very good day. Respected guests from Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Japan, JICA Global Plaza, our guest from Tokyo Keizai University, my dear Professor Akinori Seki, all the delegates from Japan and Nepal, and everyone watching us live around the globe. A warm welcome to all of you to the International Student Summit. First and foremost, I would like to begin by thanking our dear delegates. I would like to appreciate all the hard work, their enthusiasm, and support. The delegates from Japan and Nepal who successfully completed the 4 months long Merasati project. Without you, our program would not be this successful. Thank you. After a 4-month long session of Merasati project, here we are with you to conclude our program via the Student Summit by sharing our work, activities, and talking about possibilities of online exchange program. There are endless possibilities and fruitful activities to be done and we can do with the virtual program. Many of you might be curious to know what Merasati project actually is. In simple words, I must say it's a platform where students can grow their knowledge, work in collaboration with international students, and work for the betterment of our society and their career. AE Nepal is always determined to create such platform for youth of Nepal and beyond. This Merasati project marks the 14th edition of Merasati program. We ensure you we will keep on working hard and bringing better and better programs in the days to come. Finally, I would like to thank Ministry of Foreign Affairs, JICA Global Plaza for their support towards the International Student Summit. My deepest and warm regards to Professor Akinori Seki, professor from Tokyo Keizai University, all the student leaders from Nepal and Japan, their family members, delegates, supporters, and well-wishers. Thank you for your support. With your support, we are here and conducting our International Student Summit and finally concluding the Merasati virtual program. Thank you.
Thank you for your amazing speech, Mr. Chitish. So from now, we will introduce all the members of this Merasati Project 2020. So yeah, let's check it out.
Hello, I'm Manisa Kuriana, studying agriculture in Longzhou. My hobbies are reading books, listening music, and traveling.
Hello, I'm Ajay. I'm a student of development studies. I love reading books, traveling, and watching sports. Nice to meet you all.
Hello, my name is Asti Varela. I'm a graduate medical student at the Patna Academy of Life Science, Nepal, and I love reading.
Hello, my name is Atoshi Uchida, University student. I'm written See you.
Hi, I'm Olga. I'm studying business administration.
I'm sorry, the sound is not, is it okay? Can you hear? All right. I'm sorry for disrupting.
Hello, I'm Manisa Koreana, studying agriculture in Longzhou. My hobbies are reading books, listening music, and traveling.
Hello, I'm Ajay. I'm a student of development studies. I love reading books, traveling, and watching sports. Nice to meet you all.
Hello, my name is Asti Varada. I'm a graduate medical student at Patna Academy of Dance Science, Nepal, and I love reading.
My name is Associate Chida, graduated Nepalese student. I'm living in this university. And my hobby is reading books. I read through every book start here. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Akito. I study economics in Tokyo Keizai University. I'm going to learn. See you.
Hi, I'm Monica. I'm studying business administration for Professor University. My hobby is writing.
Hi, I'm Kinky. I major in business administration at Tokyo Keizai University. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Amir. I study business administration and my hobby is singing.
Hi, I'm Tawanet. I study global studies and I love singing.
Hello everyone, I am Grenoble. I'm studying in Tokyo University and my major is business administration. And my hobby is arts.
Namaste. It's Archana Shah from Nepal. I am a student of public health, currently studying at Central Department of Public Health Institute of Medicine. So my hobby is doing arts. My hobby is watching movies. Thank you.
My name is Vijaya Rajendra. I study in Trinity International College, which is in Kathmandu, Nepal. And my hobbies is watching movies. Thank you.
Namaste and Konnichiwa. This is Ashish Panda from Kathmandu, Nepal. I'm a student at Capital College and Research Center, Kathmandu. Yeah, I like watching superhero movies of DC Comics and Marvel Cinematic Universe. Good day, thank you.
Hello, this is Sato. My major is computer and law at Tokyo University. My hobby is watching movies. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ahna Khan and currently I'm studying BBA in Nepal Campus Campus in Kathmandu and my hobby is watching drama. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kato. I graduated in management of the Tokyo Keizai University, and my hobby is watching the drama. Have a good time.
Hi, my name is Dima and I'm from Nepal and my hobby is to watch dramas and movies. And something I'm currently watching is the God of the Year. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Oksana Kanta. I'm currently studying law in first year at Kathmandu School of Law. My hobby is to cook and bake. Behind I'm preparing my lunch and also enjoying my coffee at the same time. Cheers.
Hello everyone, this is me Pashna Sarma. I am a recent graduate from Delhi University and I am currently pursuing a master's degree from TU. I am one of the members of Merit Certificate and one of my hobbies is to bake. So today I am baking a cake.
I'm Sabira at University. My hobby
Hi, I'm Sajju Moharjan from Nepal. I'm currently studying Bachelor's in Development Studies in National College. I love traveling and today I'm planning to travel to Singapore.
Hello, Sajid. Nice to meet you. I'm Zoe and from Myanmar. My major is business at Keizai University. I also love traveling and could I join you on this trip?
I also want to join the trip. Hi, I'm Kavita Kaudal from Nepal. I have studied Bachelor in Civil Engineering and I love traveling. By the way, where are we going for the trip?
How about Nepal? I love Nepal. By the way, I'm Sato from Japan. I'm studying communication at Tokyo Keizai University.
Hey guys, I'm Jun from Taiwan. Now I'm studying at Tokyo Keizai University, and I also love traveling.
Don't forget to take me as well. I am Yusina Subedi from the lab of Himalayas, Nepal. Currently studying Bachelor's in Science and Agriculture at the Institute of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, London. I also want to go to this trip. Which place we should go?
Hello everyone, it's me Anjali Dahal. I am the student leader of this year Mere Sathi virtual program and I love dancing.
Hello everyone, I'm Diana. I'm a secondary student of college and I love dancing. Let's do our best every day.
Hello everyone, my name is Sai Shrestha. I'm 19 years old and I love dancing.
Hi everyone, my name is Mia. I'm studying economics at university. I'm the happiest when I'm dancing. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, we welcome your comments. So feel free to text in the chat box. So we have conducted this program with 34 members from Japan and Nepal. Next section is online culture exchange section. Let's see how we exchange culture and build friendship.
Before moving to the next session, I would like to express my apologies for my technical problems. And right, the first session is a quiz and a game session. We invite some members here to have a presentation.
Hi everyone. In the middle of our project, we organized a game night as well as other various quiz sessions during presentation, and here is summary of our experience. Next slide, please. Even in this virtual platform, we organize different games and quiz. For example, quiz about each members, quiz about Japanese anime, and so on. Next, please. Here are some highlighted pictures from our game night. Next, please.
And the platform we used the platform called Kahoot to make our presentation interactive by holding a quiz related to a specific topic. And Kahoot is a very helpful platform if you want to organizing a competitive quiz, as well as you can later on distribute a fun certificate to the winner. And the next page, thank you. As well as Zoom's different features help you organizing a fun games night or event. You can use the pool feature to take quick quizzes as well as share screen to play other games. Also, use the whiteboard in Zoom to play the games like Pictorial or Guess Who. Next page, thank you.
The game in virtual event has a lot of advantages. It is interactive, members bonded together as well as got to know each other more in the virtual platforms. It can also be very informative. Through quizzes and game that relates with topic of discussion, games and quiz can be a good means of communication to share information. It is a good way to break the lengthy work schedules of virtual platform and make it refreshing and exciting. Through the games about each other, we can exchange our unique cultures and traditions. Next slide. Next. Now we will show a small example of quiz. The poll, here are the instruction. The poll question will be shown in your screen. Choose the option you think is correct, then press the submit button. As well as people from in the YouTube and Facebook Live, please write the correct answer in your chat. Next slide. What does a blue border in Nepali flag represent? Bravery, martyrs, peace and harmony, patriotism. Please submit your answer.
We'll give you 20 seconds to correct the answer. So please vote here. Right. I would like to share the result of the voting. Then vote result is here, and the actual answer is the number one, peace and harmony. Yeah. The result is like this. 76% of our members answered correctly. All right, then let's move to the next questions. Oh, sorry.
Slide. Which mountain is best on for the time zone of Nepal? 1. Sagarmatha, 2nd Kanchenjunga, 3rd Gaudi Sankar, 4th Annapurna.
As the same, I will give the 20 seconds to answer here.
And people from Facebook Live and YouTube Live, please write your answer on the chat box.
Right, then let's see the result of the voting. It's quite like a little bit separated. A lot of voting is separated, and actual answer is the number one, Sagarmatha. It's quite difficult. It sounds quite difficult, right? Right. Then let's move to the next questions.
How many languages is spoken in Nepal? 1. 247, 129, 95, or 23? Rio, can you show the poll?
The actual result is like, sorry, like, all right. All right, so for the delegates, could you please vote here? All right, thank you for voting here. And the result is like the number is for the first question answers, like 247 is for 80%, and the second one 129 for 80%, and 80% for 95, and 4% for 23. Then, and the actual answer is number 2, 199, 29, I'm sorry. All right, then let's move to the next question too.
How many Iceland is Japan made of? 650, 6,850, 6,852, 6,853, or 6,856?
Like, we're gonna bring some voting too. This question sounds like quite difficult for Japanese also, right? So I like to know how is it for Nepali members. All right, the voting from the delegates. I would like to share the result of the voting. And for the 24% for the 6,850, and the 36% for 6,852, and 32% for 6,853, and 8% for 6,856. So how is it? Sounds quite difficult, right? Anyway, let's check it out, the answer. And the answer is the number 2, like 6,852. If you know that, like, it's really amazing things, you know. All right, let's move to the next questions.
Yeah. What is the average life expectancy of Japanese people from 2020? 1, 60, 2, 72, 3, 84, or 4, 61?
Right. Let's take a vote. And I'm sorry, like, there for the delegates, there are no fourth collections, right? So the correct answer is from number 1, number 2, number 3. And the Japanese known as the kind of like long life expectancy country. All right, then let's see the results. And the per percent for like 60, and 30% for 72, and 65% for 84. All right, then let's see the next correct answer. And the answer is 84. Majority of people know about that. That's really great. Right, then the next is the last questions.
Which country does the kanji, which is the character used in Japan, come from? 1, Korea, 2, China, 3, original, 4, Arabic.
Actually, the Japanese has the 3 characters, and it's the one of the characters is kanji, and it looks really complicated to write. It's quite difficult for Japanese also to write a whole of the kanji. So let's see the like where the kanji came from. And before that, like, let's check it out the result of the voting. And 71% for China, and 8% for Korea, and 21% for originally Japan. All right, then let me speak the correct answer. The answer is from China. Yeah, it was also known about the kanji thing so much. And congratulations for the winner. I don't know, like, winner is got the award or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you everybody for participating in our small quiz example. We similarly took a lot of quiz in our game night as well as in our presentation. So it's a very easy platform. So as for the conclusion, online is more difficult to interact with than face to face, and it also has psychological factor. But we can get the following in game and quizzes while we are playing through online. It relieves tensions, smooth communication, deepens mutual understanding, can encourage active participant in the meetings. So the purpose is to relieve the atmosphere of a tense pace and create an environment where each individual can exert their own strength, as well as at a virtual event when we can't meet each other, for, but that doesn't limit us to not having fun and share each other's interests and opinion. It is an easy method, so let's try various variation in online platform. Thank you.
Thank you for reporting on quiz activity. We have done a lot of games and quiz in our program, and it worked well to make our friendship and get to know each other better.
So let's move to the next session's daily life showcase video. The video is really revolutionary, and you will see how we exchange daily life even though we can't meet face to face. So let's check it out.
Ajay, Archana, and Samitra are going to Japan to meet Akito and Sasaki. Let's see how their trip was.
Finally, we have arrived in Japan. Wow, there are so many people here.
Wow, this road looks so clean and tidy. Japan is amazing.
Sasaki, where are we going now?
Aren't you guys hungry? Let's have some food.
What should we order?
Korea is so good here. Let's have it.
This food tastes so yummy. I can eat this whole day.
Now we are going to Akito's house. We are at the station. Where is our train?
Yay, train is coming. But it's so crowded. How will we get in here?
I have never ever been in such fast train before. I feel like I am a Superman.
Let's go to supermarket. I need to buy some food.
Hey Akito brother, what are you buying?
I'm buying some vegetables and instant food.
Namaste Akito dad. How are you?
No way, he's busy working, so let's have some food.
What are you going to cook for us?
I will cook hot pot.
It looks so appetizing. You're a great cook, Akito.
This is my little sister. She likes playing piano.
She plays piano so well. I wish I could play as well.
This is Japanese animation music.
Now, let's see what happens when Chisaki and Akito goes to Nepal. Let's hear their experience. Early morning, I woke up with the sound of chantings. What is she doing?
She is praying to God. Come join us.
What is this?
This is our breakfast. We call it roti. It is made from buckwheat and is very common in Nepal.
What are we doing today? Today we are going to visit Ajay's village.
Oh, so many goats. Are they for livestock?
Yes, these goats are for the livestock. We use goats as a meat.
Look, these children are riding buffaloes. They are having so much fun. I miss my childhood.
Oh, what a cute goat. Is he harvesting rice?
Yes, Akito. As you know, Nepal is an agricultural country. Many people do farming here. They work very hard in the roasting sun and harvest their crops.
Is this the local market?
Yes, we have these markets 3 days a week.
And we get different vegetables in here. The vegetables are fresh, green, and healthy.
What are you doing, Ajay?
I am grinding linters. This is traditional grinder. We call it jato in our local language.
Is she making sweets? It looks like onion ring.
That's sel roti, a type of bread she's making for our lunch. It's made of rice flour and it's very tasty. What is she doing?
She is making firewood with the help of cow dung and hay. The sticks are then dried over the sun for a couple of days and later used for cooking purposes.
Really?
Yay! Come, let me show you the traditional kitchen here.
Where is the ventilation here? Isn't it smoky?
In most of the villages in Nepal, they don't have ventilation in their kitchen. That's why there are many people suffering from this respiratory problem.
We do have modern kitchen these days, which has got ventilators, dining tables, and many things.
What is he doing?
He is thanking God for the food. It is a traditional ritual in typical Nepali society.
Ajay.
Wow, it was a really creative video. We are separated, so we also have fun to imagine if we meet in person. And also, we can share our local place so easily. If you have any comment, please text here. Now will be a traditional culture section. How do we show traditional performance when we can't meet each other in person? Let's see the video and find it out.
Hello, I'm Lee. I will introduce you to Japanese card game. It is Japanese traditional things. It also called Kyogi Karta. It is sports and it plays a game by using Hyakunin-shu. All the poems in Hyakunin-shu are made in tanka style, consisting of 31 letters.
as Japanese side, we put wonderful Japanese culture as much as possible. And you will see how Nepalese traditional cultures are also awesome. Here we go and see the Nepalese traditional festival and dancing. Thank you for the team. How was the combination of tradition and the new technologies? Right. So next, you will see how we could collaborate through online. We are going to show collaborated singing and dancing. We invite Momoka to introduce the singing part. So could you please, Momoka?
Yes, we sing Nepalese traditional song Lesson Piriri and famous Japanese song Sukiyaki with members from Nepal and Japan. Now you will see we can sing together even if we are far away. Let's have fun!
Listen pretty, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. Darah macan, so pretty.
Thank you for an amazing singing performance. It's really touching my heart to exchange our singing. All right, then next, let's see the dancing performance also.
Wow, that was an amazing video. Personally, I loved it. I really loved it. There was a point when I was about to dance. How was the cooperative work session? Please let us know in the comment section. Hope you all liked it and found the possibilities of online platform. So for now, we will move on to the group presentation. As a representative group, we would like to invite Team Didi Boini to present their work and result.
They have done online research on food waste issues and worked on the issue through the SNS advocacy. Now, they will reflect or share their learning and result with you. So please welcome them.
Thank you, Ryo. Hello, everyone. We are Team Didi Bahini from the Advocacy Week of Mirasati Fall 2020. We are 5 members in the team. I am Sajju Moharzan and Ahana from Nepal, Miwa, Sawane, and Seka from Japan. So our team name is Didi Bahini, which means sisters in Nepali language. When we started talking, we felt that bond that we could be like sisters. So we kept our group name as Didi Bahini, and we wanted to cherish this bond forever. Today, we are very honored to be presenting our advocacy activities in this International Student Summit. Before going into the presentation directly, we want to begin with a video.
One day, I was in a restaurant with my friends for dinner. We stayed for a few hours talking, laughing, and eating a lot. As soon as our tables were empty, we ordered again. That went on and on until we all were full and still we had some leftovers. But no one was ready to have one more spoon. So we left the restaurant, leaving the food behind. On the way back home, we were walking near the bus stop. There, we saw a thin and pale woman with torn clothes holding a small baby. She approached us begging for money and food. At that point, we remembered our food that we left earlier in the restaurant. We felt really guilty of wasting food. We collected some money and bought some food for her. She blessed us with teary eyes while we were left with lifelong lessons. We promised ourselves to never waste food again. This is not a story of only one. It's a story of many. We go to many restaurants, enjoy with friends, ordering a lot of food, and leave the leftovers behind. On the other side, there are millions of people dying of hunger. For some, it is difficult even to manage a meal for the day, and for some, they have enough to waste. Isn't it so disheartening that we people waste food knowing that there are some who are dying to get even a bite? So, let's think before we waste food and let's help the poor and hungry people as much as we can to create a healthy world.
As seen in the video, this is not a fiction story, but it is a real story that we all can relate to. Every now and then, we go to restaurants and tend to leave leftovers as food waste without any hesitation, while on the other side of the world, we know there are people dying of hunger. This is a serious problem which we felt the need of immediate action. So, as a team, we planned various activities such as taking survey, conducting poster advocacy through our social media, etc. The details of these activities will be shared by the other teammates. Over to you, Sawane Didi.
Thank you. So I'm Sawane from Japan, and first
I will talk about the result of online survey. So next slide, please. We use Google Form to conduct this survey and spread through social media. And next, please. And this is the attributes of respondents from Japan. We've got 119 responses. And this is from Nepal. We've got 183 responses. And these are the questions we asked in the survey. First one is, how much do you know about the issue of food waste? And second one is, have you ever wasted food or witnessed any wastage of food? And if yes, where? And we also asked the suggestions to reduce food waste. And lastly, we asked, have you ever done any of those methods in your daily life? So as our conclusion, we found that many people are interested in food waste issues and they are self-aware of wasting food. And as suggestions of reducing food waste, some Nepalese suggested giving food to poor people and feeding leftovers to street dogs. But on the other hand, we found that Japanese people cannot connect this problem with poverty because we rarely see poor people in Japan. So next, Seika will talk about online interviews. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Seika. Through Facebook Messenger, we were able to interview the owner of the restaurant working on food loss. He has 4 efforts of food loss. By choosing the portion of rice yourself, you can reduce leftover food, and by reusing food that is still eatable, they can stop excessive waste of food. From these efforts, we can see the high awareness of food loss. Please, next page. Thank you. We got a comment from the owner of the restaurant. I thought this way through the interview. Japan has the highest food loss in the world. However, I think that there are still few restaurants that are working on food loss like the owner. I hope that more restaurants will spread their effort to deal with food loss in the owner. In addition, we should not only look forward to the effort of restaurant, but also change our awareness of food loss. Each person's consciousness leads to the solution of the food loss problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Seka. We produce enough food to feed 10 billion people. So why does hunger still exist? The world's food productivity is efficient, but our inability to feed the entire world's population is mostly due to food waste. Globally, 30 to 40% of all food is being wasted, and we aren't even conscious about the consequences of throwing those little left over from our dinner every day. So, to draw everyone's attention towards this small action of daily food waste, that is leading towards the bigger issue of global hunger, we team Didi Baini started our online advocacy on food issue through Facebook and SNS. Every day for about 1 week, we posted a poster with a caption describing the food waste issue, its impact, and methods to reduce it. The main motive of all this was to use social media as a platform to change people's perspective and draw their attention towards the daily unconscious activity related to food waste. And we had a great result out of our online advocacy. Our friends from Facebook and SNS were taking interest in this issue and our activities. This positive response gives us so much motivation not to just limit ourselves to to do 1 week of advocacy, but take one step further toward more sustainable activity. And what we did next regarding this issue will be explained by my teammate Miwa. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Miwa. We created Facebook page. The reason why we decided the group name Itadakimasu. This is because there is not only gratitude food, but also gratitude for the people who cooked the food and the producers, and the traditional Japanese people thought. With all the motivation that we received, we were encouraged to continue our advocacy. So, our tiny task was already completed. So we decided to make this sustainable by creating a Facebook page which will connect us to the larger groups. We finally created a Facebook page, Itadakimasu, creating healthy world with the objective of creating human change, who are determined to work on the issues of food waste as well as nutrition and health. Next slide, please. We started to post about nutritious food wastage facts around the world, and other contents. We are still working on creating different other contents to connect to more people. Next, please. Here is a concrete example of the activity. We also introduce a video of how to make Japanese miso soup. I think it is important to accumulate accurate knowledge about food. Be sure to check our Facebook. Next Sabu will talk about conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, Miwa Baini. So, to conclude our overall presentation, this advocacy activity has been an amazing learning experience for all of us. Before starting these activities, we were not sure if all that we planned would be successful, as we had this huge limitation of doing it online. But not only our team, but other advocacy teams, such as the team that worked on the issue of gender inequality, conducted an interactive session with the representative of LGBTQI community. The team that worked on nutrition did an online video competition promoting the local nutritious food. And this was all possible due to the team effort and dedication we had in all of us to contribute to these various issues of sustainable development goals. Today, as we are discussing the possibilities of an online exchange program, we wanted to end the presentation with this quote that says, "It seems impossible until it is done, but in the end, everything is possible." This advocacy activity that we have conducted is also one of the examples of the possibility brought by online exchange programs. Lastly, do like our Facebook page, Itadakimasu Creating Healthy World, to be updated with the activities we'll be doing in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your informative presentation. Actually, all of us have conducted a survey that is related to SDGs, and if you are interested in it, please visit our website. Now we will move on to panel discussion. The topic is the possibilities of online exchange program. Let us invite the panelists. Before starting the panel discussion, I would like to introduce you to all of our panelists. Our first panelist is Asutoshi from Japan. He is studying in Tokyo Keizai University and his major is business administration. Our second panelist is Toe from Myanmar. She is also studying at Tokyo Keizai University and her major is business administration. Our third panelist is Afshana Khadka from Nepal and she is studying bachelor's in law at Kathmandu School of Law. Our final panelist is Ritik Chetri from Nepal, and he is studying bachelor's in tourism at Tribhuvan University. I would also like to introduce our moderator for this panel discussion, Asis Pant. He is 18 years old. He is high school student, and he is actively working for gender equality in his community. In this panel discussion, we would like all the audience to text question in the YouTube or Facebook chat box. Okay, now I would like to ask Asis to moderate this panel discussion. So over to you, Asis.
Thank you so much, Anjali. It has been a wonderful session so far, International Youth Summit. We have prepared a lot, and it's a sheer joy for me to welcome you all, everyone, respected dignitaries from Ministry of Foreign Affairs Japan, JICA, facilitators from Tokyo Keizai University, AEE Nepal, and student leaders from Japan and Nepal, as well as our beloved audience who are watching us live in different social media platforms. I'm Ashish Panta, pronounced he and they, and I'll be moderating this panel discussion for today's session on the theme possibilities of online exchange. In this hour-long discussion is divided into four segments: one, opening remarks; two, moderators' question and follow-ups; three, questions from the audience; four, concluding remarks. So before I begin the session, I would like to request all the audience who are watching us live through Facebook and through YouTube to type the questions in the chat box, and our volunteers would be conveying the questions directly to me. So without any further ado, let's begin the most exciting part of this International Youth Summit, that is the panel discussion. And as the first panelist, I would like to request Thue from Myanmar to give her opening remarks. Over to you, Thue.
Thank you so much, Ashish. Hello, I'm Thue, and today I would like to share about my experience during the program, including the skills I gained and the difficulties we face and unexpected happenings. Actually, and I didn't hope much with this virtual international exchange program, and we decided to conduct this program because we thought that it's better than not being able to do nothing while we can able to go abroad and do international exchange programs during this pandemic. And we prefer communicating by meeting face by face because we are human beings and we are made up of emotions, and communicating through online is just a part of tools we use to communicate each other. But it doesn't mean that there is nothing much we can learn at online exchange programs. In the face-to-face international exchange program, you can touch each other, you can eat local food, and you can breathe the local air. And you can see each other's personality style. And if you stay together for nearly 2 weeks, you will be able to understand others' person's official personality. And also, many presentations and surveys can be made in the online program, and many discussions and investigations are also possible on online exchange program. You can discuss with people from different countries at once, and multicultural exchange is easier at virtual exchange program. So that is all about my initial statement, and I will describe my wonderful experience and things that keep our motivation so high, even though this is 4 months downtown of online exchange program in details at the part of our panel discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Thue. We will definitely be coming back to you to hear more about your personal experience. So moving on with my next panelist, we have Apsana from Nepal. So Apsana, would you please like to share your opening remarks?
Thank you so much, Ashish. Hello and namaste, everyone. My name is Apsana Khadga. So my topic for today would be learnings in a virtual exchange program. So students feel empowered from different backgrounds to befriend each other and break international biasness. Now, many exchange programs are held in different countries, but not all students can afford to visit that place and learn from them. But in these programs, which are happening virtually, there is more chance and opportunity for students to learn from people all around the world. These types of exchanges can serve as a new way to discover the world without leaving home. Now, due to virtual online exchange programs, now people can actually meet and learn from people without taking break from their work or from their studies. So getting to know about their sustainable development goals, their problems, and extracting solutions from it. Now, talking about Mero Sathi project, here we got to know about sustainable development goals and current state of our country in it. We all were divided in groups according to our preferred topics and got to research about this on it. Not everyone might be aware about sustainable development goals, but through this program, we got to understand it very deeply. Learning about the current issues in the world, meantime sharing daily routines and cultures of respective countries. So in this program, we discussed about the current issues of the world and also shared a lot of our internal routines and cultures and traditions of our respective countries. So all in all, we had a very fruitful discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Apsana, for your opening remarks. Moving on, we have Atsutoshi from Japan. So may I please request Atsutoshi to give his opening remarks?
Thank you, Atsushi. My name is Atsutoshi. Hello and namaste. I'll share my experience The biggest advantage of online international exchange is that you can interact for a long time. When you actually go abroad, you can only stay about 2 weeks due to the length of your stay. However, online exchange allows long-time exchange because it is possible to interact while staying at home. In fact, we continue to interact almost every day for 4 months. This is the most important thing, but long-time interaction promotes a deeper understanding of the other person's culture. Ear and culture defines deeper culture and surface culture. Surface culture is the difference in food culture and clothes culture that can be seen in short-time sightseeings. On the other hand, deeper culture is the values and identities that can be seen only by interacting for a long time. In summary, we are able to interact for a long time because of online interaction. Therefore, a deeper culture exchange was possible. This is the possibility of online. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Achutoshi. We still have our fourth panelist, Ritik Chetri. He would be joining us soon, I think. I would like to request the organizing team to check if Ritik Chetri is here and let me know. So yeah, with this, we conclude our opening remarks. And moving on with the discussion, I just have a small follow-up questions for all the panelists after hearing their wonderful opening remarks. So at first, Twe, I have a question for you because we know that Merosathi project is supposed to be an exchange between Nepalese and Japanese student, right? So, but in particular, you are from Myanmar. So how being from a different country has impacted this whole Merosathi project and you personally?
Okay, Ashish, that's a great question. Well, and I assume that it doesn't change too much for me being from a different country because our communication language during this program is English, and we conducted surveys also from Myanmar, except from Nepal and Japan in conducting survey section. And some of the good points being from a different country are that I was able to learn about Japan and Nepal from a different standpoint, unlike our members. And at face-to-face international exchange programs, maybe the next step we face after honeymoon period is culture shock. But our members seem to have some culture shocks at the middle of the program, even though as not as much as face-to-face programs. For example, these culture shocks are sense about time and the way of working on a desired schedule, the way of interacting among members, etc. I'm from Myanmar, which is one of the Southeast Asian countries similar to Nepal, and at the same time, I have been in Japan for a long time. That's why I could deal with such kind of differences easily, and it was also one of the things I enjoyed along this whole program by watching the differences between these two countries and thinking about why it is different. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tue. Just a small follow-up question for you. So would you recommend this having participants from different nations for an online exchange program? Because in this program, we had participants from Taiwan, Myanmar, Japan, and Nepal. So does this variety bring anything good to the program, or will you recommend it?
Yeah, I highly recommend to involve more participants from different other countries, and it will depend, but it will depend on the goal of the program. If we would like to make researchers specializing on the things of only two countries, involving too many participants from different countries might be good. So involving too many participants from too many different countries is really a great idea, and we can do more intercultural exchange. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Tue. We have our fourth panelist, Ritik Chetri from Nepal here. So Ritika, without further ado, I would like to request you to present your opening remarks so that we can proceed with this panel discussion.
All right, I'm really sorry for the delay. So my name is Ritik, and I'd like to talk about the different activities that can be conducted in a virtual cultural exchange program. So during this program, what we could do is to enhance the program even better. We could bring in opportunities for real-time food exchange programs to the participants of different countries. Similarly, we could talk about different urban legend stories and cultural stories, and also conduct different types of virtual tours to the cultural and heritage sites. And it is also proven that when the participants are teamed up for a cause, then the program could be even better in the following cultural exchange virtual program. So next slide, please. So talking about how the cultural exchange program could be enhanced even better, there could be programs that come up with a platform that makes the participants to express their cultural surprise or cultural shock even better, so that the participants can know deeper into the insights of the program. And furthermore, the participants should also be able to express their ideas, or they should be able to gain insight about the cultural information, so that more number of information is gathered about the program. So that is how proper virtual physical culture, proper virtual cultural exchange program could be organized in that manner. So that's all my opening statement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ritik, for your opening statement. So why not I ask you a small follow-up question about it. So in your opening statement, you have talked about real-time food exchange among the participants, right? So my question is that why is real-time food exchange so an essential dimension for a cross-country cultural exchange program? And also, what can be the main challenges while doing a virtual real-time food exchange? Ritik, did you get my question?
I'm sorry, I must have lost your connection in the middle. Would you like to repeat the question again, please? I'm
Yes, sure,
sorry.
Ritik. So I was talking about the real-time food exchange program that you have introduced in your opening remarks. So why is exchange of food an essential dimension of cross-country exchange? And also, what can be the main challenges while doing a virtual real-time food exchange?
Excellent question, Ashish. I think that when it comes to real-time food exchange program, it helps us know about the superficial as well as the deep culture that exists in the different countries. So in that sense, when there is a food exchange program that comes up in a virtual platform, it could be a difficulty to take over this something that needs to be cooked and trying to turn it into an online platform. So that itself is a difficulty. However, we could, if it is done better, then we could know about a lot of aspects, which could mean that the participants could know about the value of food. And whenever the participants are going out to buy certain ingredients or certain recipes and other ingredients, then they will know the scarcity of food that exists in either of the countries and know about the value of food as well. So I think this itself is a limitation as well as an advantage that one could thrive upon when having an virtual food exchange platform that could be organized in a virtual cultural exchange program.
Okay, thank you so much, Ritik. I'll be definitely coming back to it. So my question is now for Atsutoshi. So Atsutoshi, you talked about the deep cultural exploration, right? So could you share your personal experience on what deep cultural exchange is, and was there a deep cultural exchange possibility in Merosati Project 2020?
Yes, thank you, great Christian Assisi. In my August experience, we gathered and interacted on the daily basis on assignment. However, I was able to interact deeply when I was taking a break. When I was taking a break from the task of chatting, rather than when I was working on the task, I will never forget the future dreams and difference in culture values that I talked about at that time. The important thing is just not take make a business relationship with your program friends, because motivation continues when you make friends with participants. Best way to interact to look forward to meeting online. through chatting and other members. That way, you can still interact for good friends after the program is over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashutoshi. So moving on in the second segment of moderator questions, my final question is to Apsana. So Apsana, you talked about the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, and the way they impacted you. So how has knowing different kind of SDGs and collaborating with Japanese members impacted you overall? And secondly, if you are given the opportunity to continue working on a specific SDG, which would it be and why?
That is a wonderful question. Thank you so much, Ashish. So answering the first question, so before joining Mirosati project, like I definitely knew about sustainable development goals, but I didn't have any deep knowledge about it. I was unsure if sustainable development goals is only for Nepal or for other countries too. So well, now I know that it is for the whole world, and now I have much more idea and confidence to work upon certain topics that I am passionate about. Uh, and so, if given an opportunity, I would like to work for gender equality because, like years ago, we used to talk about equality between women and men, but now we have realized that there are more genders rather than just men and women, right? And that is the LGBTIQ plus community, and even they need equal rights to live with dignity. And specifically, I would be more interested to work upon um, the political sector of the gender equality where there is meaningful representation of all gender. I repeat, meaningful representation of all gender, because in the current state, many people are seated just for the sake of the gender representation. So yes, I would definitely want to work for gender equality, and especially into the political sector. Thank you.
Your thoughts are wonderful, Apsana. So with this, we have come to the end of the second round as well, a moderator's question. So to move on with the panel discussion, I'll be asking some more questions to the panelist. So to follow up with Ritik again. So Ritik, I would also like to know about the cultural shock or surprise you talked about in your opening remarks. So what are these cultural shocks or surprises in actual? And similarly, how should an individual act in such scenario?
All right. So if I were to go into a theoretical definition of what a cultural shock is, it is the kind of surprise that you face, or any kind of anxiety that you might face whenever you are exposed to a new culture. This could be of your own culture or of somebody else's culture as well. For example, if the Nepalese who are not exposed to outsiders' culture are exposed to aspects such as meat of cows can also be eaten, then this could be result of a cultural shock to Nepalese people. So at the same time, I believe or I think that it is important to express your cultural shock and surprise, because it helps to grasp why those cultures exist, and it helps to rationalize what those decisions were in that particular aspect of cultural shock. For example, I remember one time when our Mirasati Japanese student leader, Mr. Ryo Inoue, once said that he was a little bit surprised that the colors of the gods that we have are a little bit blue in color. And I think he was able to express his cultural shock so well, and the participants of Nepalese side were so determined to explain this culture that he represented our answers might have been satisfying to him, and he might have gotten a proper aspect of why these scenarios exist. So in order to get more understanding about the culture, it is important that everybody should be able to express their cultural shock.
Thank you so much, Ritik, for your explanation. I think we all are crystal clear about what cultural shocks really are and how should we act this. And I think we have handled this situation pretty well over the years in Merosati project, where this kind of shocks and surprises have occurred and been well managed and well answered as well. So moving on, I have a tricky question for Atsutoshi. So Atsu, Like, you know that Merosati project had only a month separated for deep cultural exploration, right? Because in your opening remarks, you consistently stressed on deep cultural exploration. But in our own Merosati project, we only had 1 month for such deep cultural exploration, where remaining 3 months we worked on SDGs. So, do you think only 1 month was sufficient for us to explore culture in deep level? And would you have preferred more time or more activities for the deep cultural exploration?
Thank you, great question, Asasi. Yes, I think the exchange for 1 month is longer than the 2 months for the actual trip we usually do University project. However, I talk almost every day, so I feel like I'm together with all members. So I myself had been studying abroad in England 3 months ago when I was in England. But this Minister project this year is more deep. I can talk with your members about ourselves. So 1 month is enough for me, but 3 months is more good for me. Thank you.
That's wonderful, really wonderful explanation of what happened there. Okay, so moving on, my last question for this round is for Thwei. So Thwei, so talking about more about the activities you did, and you said like we did group discussions and we had to talk with a new bunch of people every week and like do something work together, right? So please explain how the group discussions were like, and what did you learn by talking with people you never knew through online Merosati project?
Well, and group discussions were the main part of this program, and there were 34 members totally, and most of us have never seen each other. So at the first time, it was difficult for us to remember even the name of each other, because most of the time we try to remember the name of a person by memorizing his or her characteristics and personality. In this program, there were 4 main sections. The first one is daily life showcase, which we learn each other's daily lifestyle, and the second one is festivals and events, which we learned each country's festival, and it was a great chance to know the history, religion, and characteristic of a nation, because most of festivals were born based on them. And section 3 is the role of youth. We mainly conducted online surveys and researches in this session. And the last one is panel discussion and the topic of Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. We work on group we work on groups at each session, and at the first time of the session, we try to know each other by using a large amount of time on phone calls and video calls. It is the difference between online communication and face-to-face communication, and yeah, it's a difference between online communication and face-to-face communication. It doesn't take no much time to become friends when we can meet each other, but on online communication, and the only way to become friends is talking by using a large amount of time. We talk and talk every night, and then we send the sounds together, um, and then we became friends. At the time, we totally started working on our group projects, and it was not always smooth. When our group conducted the surveys on the topic of promoting local farmers, we collected the videos of farms and information of current local farmers' durations from 3 countries: Myanmar, Nepal, and Japan. And we had some difficulties to receive the data from different countries, because some of them couldn't go there to their friends due to the coronavirus. And one more difficulty is that there is a time difference of 2 hours between Japan and Nepal, and both of us are able to have meetings at night around about 10 p.m. But when it's 10 p.m. in Nepal, it's 12 a.m. in Japan, and there were many nights that we had our meetings till 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. But our bonds became strong as the time passed, because we challenge new things together, we create together, and we came across the difficult things together. And I really learned a lot during this virtual project, especially when we conducted surveys on how we can promote local farmers and local food. And I came to know how the smallholders in Southeast Asian countries are struggling and the real situations of agriculture of each country. And I was able to learn by comparing the situation of these countries. Such kind of international survey is not made easy for a university student when we are at normal exchange program by connecting face to face. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Thwei, for your explanation. So now we finally move on to the most interesting segment of this panel discussion, where we will be taking questions from our live viewers who are connected to us through Facebook and YouTube and other platforms. So I have already received a lot of questions from our volunteers, and one of the interesting question I found was is being asked for Apsana. It is from Ashisha from Nepal. So Apsana, how will you ensure meaningful gender representations? I mean, what sort of initiations will you take to do so? So this is the question, Apsana.
Okay, thank you so much, Ashish. I believe the meaningful political representation that I spoke about, right? So I'm just 19 years now, and I have a lot to do in my career. But when I realize now, when I think about what I can do in my future career, I think that the main initiation I would take to provide or to maintain meaningful representation in political state is by educating every gender of the nation, because I believe even if we see everywhere, anywhere, at least to the communities I have been, I only see the male members of the family, the male members of the society talking about politics, and the women or other genders are not much aware about it. Even my friends, when I talk to my girlfriends, I don't see much interest in politics, but when I talk to my guy friends, the guy friends are more interested and to talk about politics. So I believe to the communities I have been in most of the part of Nepal, I believe that the women or other genders of the society are not much aware about political parties, the political ideologies that have been prevailing in our nation. The first thing I would do to initiate the political representation, the meaningful political representation, is to provide political literacy to as much people as I can. So yeah, that would be the first initiation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Apsana. I hope Ashish is watching us live and he's satisfied from the answer of Apsana. And we all can see a charming young leader in you, Apsana. And I hope your aspirations do come true. That is something our country really needs. So
Thank you
moving
so
on
much,
with
Ashish.
other questions. I have a lot of questions coming here from YouTube. So it's a question for all the panelists. So I request you all to listen carefully. So what are the key points that help the members to stay motivated in an online exchange program? So elaborating more, this has been a 4 months long online exchange program. So some of us must have been retarded, yeah, right, but still we all are enthusiastic and energetic. So what are the key points that help us, the participants, to be motivated, energetic in this long online exchange program? So any one of the panelists can answer.
Okay, Ashe, can I answer the question?
Yes, definitely, Thwei.
Yeah, and in my perspective, I think it's the regular group presentations we have to do it at every Friday. And to be able to make presentations in front of all Melosati members, we have to make surveys and researches throughout the time, because the topic of the presentations were set not to be able to do the presentations only by the informations we can search on Google. So we have to put so much effort for this. And as I mentioned in my previous statement, our bond between members became stronger and stronger while we were working hard together for the presentation. And at the same time, we also feel that we are gaining skills from this program. And the another important point was, and we all members have the same goal to make achieve this international student summit while most of the things are available. All the members have challenges separate. So I think these are the main points that keep our motivations high at the end of the program. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Tue. Is there any participant, panelist who wants to answer this question other than Tue?
I would like to add a point.
Yes.
So personally speaking, the main, not many points, but just one point that helped me to stay motivated in this online exchange program was that realizing how privileged we are, because not everybody in this pandemic could freely sit in front of their laptop and talk about issues. Like there were people who had to suffer a lot. They had to think about what we will be having, if we can eat the next meal or not. But I was here privileged enough to sit and talk about issues that are happening. So realizing that I am so privileged doing that I get to do this program, that was the main thing that helped me to stay motivated in this online exchange program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Apsana. So moving on, I have a question for Ritik. So Ritik, you talked about sharing interactive like stories, fables of local community. Could you please elaborate more about it? Because it sounds really interesting that we can share our stories, local folk tales, and other kind of stuffs in an interactive session, like in an online exchange. And how would it help?
All right. Interactive storytelling or interactive tales and fable telling could be a very essential part of an online exchange program that could be explored even more and have an interesting number of interaction in an online exchange program. So these stories could relate to a number of different types of entertaining or even urban legends or even religious parts of stories. So for this, usually what I've seen or what I have learned in a lot of storytellings and in a lot of cultural immersion programs is that oftentimes stories such as ghost related stories are a very famous aspect of cultural storytellings. And oftentimes a lot of travelers, when they used to travel in the past, they used to come up with different kinds of ghost stories and try to sit around with the society and local people and try to be included in those programs. So in that similar regards, I think that cultural storytellings and tales could be a very essential aspect when the organizers are trying to make an ice-breaking session or make sure that the participants are a little bit more open and interactive during the entire program. So in that sense, the program could have even better, the program could be even better when these storytellings could be organized in an ice-breaking sessions or interactive sessions. So in that aspect, cultural storytelling through a very interactive and other kinds of tools can be a very efficient in this virtual exchange online exchange platform as well.
Ghost stories does sound very scary. And I remember, I think it's Atsu who showed us a ghost story, if I'm not wrong. And that was terribly scary because there that was thrilling and suspense, and I don't know, but it was scary in fact. So yeah, it sounds really interesting, but I would not prefer ghost stories because I think I'm afraid of them. So moving on, we have many questions coming from YouTube. So let me just have a quick look at them. So if any panelists want to add something to the point of Ritvik or Apsana or Atsu or Thwei, you can do that. If not, the question I want to ask is that it's very interesting from Rishi Raspande from Nepal, I think. The question is that what is the common thing about culture of Japan and Nepal? So I want to modify this question a bit because this program is not only about Nepal and Japan. We have participants from Myanmar and Taiwan. We got opportunities to learn a lot from there as well. So what is the common similarity that you found between these cultures? So who would like to answer first? maybe Apsana, because I know she's really excited about a festival in Myanmar, right?
Yes, yes, definitely. So in this program, we have learned a lot about each other's cultures and traditions, like not just one culture or festivals, but every culture, every single culture from all the months. So the main festival that I'm very excited about is the festival of Myanmar, that is called Thading Youth Festival. I hope I spell it correct. I pronounce it correct. And the Thading Youth Festival and the second biggest festival of Nepal, that is known as Tihar. So these two festivals are the one which excites me a lot because they have a lot of similarities between them. Like both the festivals are the festivals of lights. There are a lot of candles and flowers, that the house are decorated with a lot of lights. And these two festivals are the one that I find very similar. And it is a festival of Myanmar, and that is the reason why I want to visit Myanmar very soon and get to experience the festival. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Apsana. Maybe Ritika would like to add more to it.
All right. Of course, I wouldn't really say a deep cultural aspect of that is shared among the participants of Japan and Nepal, but I would like to say that I think that both of the countries are a little bit more considerate about other people and other participants. So in that sense, I think that a lot of Japanese participants, even though they do not tend to talk a lot, they try to make sure that the other participant is not really feeling inconvenient or is not really feeling any difficulty during the entire program. Whereas at the same time, it is almost the same with the Nepalese participant as well. But the difference is that the Nepalese participants tend to ask more questions and try to talk more to know what the problems are existing in the program that the other side of the participant may be facing. So in this sense, I would like to say that even though with differences, but the participants are still having a common ground to work on and finding something common. So in that sense, I think that both of these participants are considerate in making sure that nobody is feeling inconvenient, but just their way is different, and and nobody is wrong in that sense. So I think that's the essential highlight or the differences in similarities and differences that we have had in these two countries.
Okay, thank you so much, Ritik. Is there anything Atsu or Tfei want to add to this?
No, it's okay.
Okay, thank you so much. And I see a small query in our comment section of YouTube where and our audience are asking like, do we do any sort of charity in this event? Just to make a small clarification, Mero Sati project has been known to do charities, especially when Nepal was struck with a devastating earthquake in 2015. We Japanese students collected funds and they donated for rebuilding in Nepal. And similarly, there was also a small entrepreneurship venture that was invested by the Meraswati project. I think it's a good shelter in Nuwakot. So I could see some queries there about, do Meraswati project help people who are in need or do any sort of charity? Yes, we really do that. But this year, the circumstances are really different and we are limited to a laptop screen, I must say. So maybe we will continue doing that in days to come. So moving on to the questions that are being asked, uh, another question is there like from Ashish Shah. So he's asking how are the participants of Merosati project planning to follow up the project? So what will you be doing to follow up this project in days to come after the project? Now it's now almost over. So what will you do after this to follow up with this project? So is my question clear? Yeah. So will any one of you like to answer this?
Can I answer?
Yeah, sure, Atsu.
Yeah. One follow-up reason is I will getting along with our friends, Minnesota friends, by using a Messenger or a Facebook, because now these days we can go abroad. If we can go abroad directly, just we met and chatting, we return to our countries. We can't speak never, but now we are chatting with Messenger or Zoom by internet. So we are get used to using these internet tools. So we are easy to getting along with us after ending this project. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Atsutoshi. So would any of you like to answer? Okay.
Okay, can I add a little?
Yeah, sure. Twe.
Yeah, yes, I'm true. I'm assuming that your question is how we will pass or share those learnings to the other people and what we do after this Melosadi project has been ended, right?
It's about like how will you follow up with this project or this with this team after the project ends?
Yeah, okay, well, and in my perspective, I think based on the relationship during this Melosadi program and our relationship and our bond between our members will not end even though the program has been finished and now the program is going to come to an end, but our program is also building partnership between Nepal and Japan, and also from Nepal and Japan, from Myanmar and from Taiwan, etc. So we also has discussed about sustainable development goals and what we can do for our society as the youth. So in the future, we will make our best to promote the relationship between these different countries and to do the best for the society we are living now. And then if you would like to know more about the details, what we were doing during this project and what we will do after this project, you can have a look at our Melosadi official homepage. Many presentations, many research are available on this homepage, and after this program we will drop the link on the YouTube and then you can check it out there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Twe. So personally, I would also like to answer this question because the question was like to all the members, right? How would they follow up? So personally, like we have the opportunity from the professor that he has invited us to collaborate on for future projects. He has invited us for that. So if some of us are interested, definitely we will be applying for that opportunity there. And secondly, we will be constantly in touch with our project members because we have developed a small special kind of bond here in Merosati project. And thirdly, the main theme of the program was to discuss about SDGs. And personally, I have had the opportunity to explore more about gender equality for like almost a month and more. So personally, to follow up with the things that I have done in Merosati project, I will continue working on the SDG, which is related to gender equality. So that would be my answer. So like there is still a follow-up question that our audience want to know. They say like we heard a similarity between Myanmar and Nepal, but can you tell us more about the similarity between Japan and Nepal? So would anyone like to say about that, the similarity between Japan and Nepal in terms of culture?
Can I answer?
Yeah, sure.
So Ritik. Okay.
Sure. Atsuto, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I think all people say and Japanese people are very sincere, but when I continued exchange to Nepali members, I think the Nepali members is very seriously to this project and good English pronunciation and very creativity. So this is a very serious thing. Japanese some members are real in a way, and so and something different point is there, but similar point is sincere to tackle this problem and exchange with each other. This attitude is very similar to all countries, I think. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Atsu. Ritik, why don't you continue?
All right. So recently talked about as well the similarities and the differences that we have. Other than that, there are other aspects of festivals as well. In particular, I would like to take a limelight of the festival, which is called Tanabata Festival in Nepal, in Japan, and in Nepal it's called Diwali or Tihar Festival. So in a lot of sense, these two festivals, the traditions that they follow are quite similar, being that they both festivals are the festivals of lights and color, and they try to make sure that these festivals try to bring prosperity, peace, and happiness and wealth to our society as well, and to our personal selves as well. So in these aspects, there are a lot of festivals that could share the traditions that these two countries have in together. But in aspects of having the A to Z or a D2 culture, I don't really think I have found any particular festival or culture that tries to highlight an A to Z aspect of this culture. So I think that is why this cultural exchange program can help to highlight these differences or these similarities of the questions that we have, differences that we have. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ritik. So this is the last question that I'm going to take of the audience. So the question is that what were your initial expectations from this program? And to modify a bit, now we are at the end of this program. Where are your expectations fulfilled? So I'll just be taking two responses. Then afterwards we will need to wrap up the session. So any of you can answer. What were your initial expectations from this session, from the Merosati project, and have they been fulfilled?
Can I answer it?
Yeah.
Okay, so my initial expectation when I heard that we will be working on sustainable development goals, the first expectation was that getting a group of people who have similar mindsets like me, and they also are planning to work upon it. So that was my initial expectation, and I feel that that expectation has been 100% fulfilled, because while we are working on our advocacy project, we were divided in a group. So I'm always passionate about talking about gender equality, and in this Merosati project I got a team of around 5 to 6 people who were interested in the same field and were wanting to work upon it. So it's not that I only got people from national level but also international level. So that was my main expectation, and that expectation has been fulfilled, and I hope in further days we will be able to communicate and collaborate with Japan, and make the a lot of awareness programs, or let's say many programs about gender equality. We could conduct those programs. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Apsana. Is there any panelist who wants to go?
Okay, can I add a little?
Yes, Tues, sure.
Yeah, thank you. And to answer your question, for me, at the start of the project, and I hope that I could learn a lot of things, especially my main goal is that to make use of my time during this pandemic, because we can go outside and we can go to the university. So this program was the only main thing that I can put all my effort. So, and I would like to use my I would like to make use of my time, and I think it was really achieved. And especially I think that I engaged teamwork skills during this program, because we have so many teamwork, and especially because it's online, it was really difficult to work on a team. And so yeah, I think that we can gain so much teamwork skills during this program. That's all. Actually, you are muted.
Thank you so much. With this, we have arrived at the end of our most interesting session, and I'm so happy to see our audience being so much engaged in our conversation and into our panel discussion. to continue this panel discussion, I would like to move on to our last and final round, that is the concluding statement. So for her concluding statement, I'd like to ask Apsana first. Yeah, over to you, Apsana.
Okay, thank you so much, Ashish. So I have always been keen to work and have deep knowledge about issues or topics that I am passionate about. And also I'm the kind of person who loves to make friends from outside the country and know about their customs and traditions. And Mero Sathi Project 2020 has been the right program for me. I have got to experience the best virtual exchange program ever. Here, I have made friends with a deep bond, and we have proved that virtual exchange programs can be equally fruitful. I wish that all of us from this team may have this friendship for lifetime. And lastly, my special thanks to Professor Akinori Seki and Mr. Chidis Bhattrai for making this summit happen. Thank you very much.
That's wonderful of you, Apsana. Thwe, why don't you present your concluding remarks?
Okay, Ashif. And the name is International Exchange Program. And so if you can do exchange, I think it's the same whether you can go abroad and do it, whether you go abroad and do exchange or exchange from online. But I don't mean that online exchange is better than conducting exchange programs by face-to-face. For me, the purpose of participating in an international exchange program is to grow up my skills and flexibility by working with the people with different values from different backgrounds. In the meaning of growing myself, I need presentation skills, creativity, teamwork skills, and flexibility. So during this pandemic, I assumed that I could gain such kind of skills even though I couldn't visit to new places and experience local cultures. Through this program. So for example, we couldn't see snow in the summer when we have sunlight. Instead of it is a chance for us to enjoy the sunlight by going to the beach. Therefore, I assume that it's the same situation right now. So let's do and explore the things we can do during this pandemic from online. I'm sure that the pandemic won't last for 10 or 20 years. It will fade away from our earth as soon as we got the visum. So let's explore what we can do from online, and these new skills we gain during this time will not be useless for us when we can do the things normally after this pandemic is over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Thwe. Atsu, why don't you present your concluding remarks?
Yeah, thank you, Asasi. My concluding is that the biggest advantage of online international exchange is that you can interact for a long time. Before COVID-19 rules, we can international exchange is only one way. That is, we can go abroad directly. But after this COVID-19 situation, we can't go abroad and we can't go on airplane. But we can't using Zoom or something internet, more increasing the number of using Zoom, so we can more directly chatting every day and all whole year and more long time we can chatting with foreign friends and we can make up foreign friends and we know each other more deeply because we speak more long time year by year after COVID-19 situation. And firstly, we are very disappointed because we can't go abroad, but we can't meet by using this online, by using this situation. This is my point. Thank you.
That's wonderful. And sadly, because of some technical issues, our fourth panelist, Ritik, couldn't stay longer because of some technical problems. So yeah, with this, we have come at almost end of this panel discussion. Before leaving this space, I must thank all the panelists for their insights about the Mera Sathi project and on elaborating on the possibilities of online exchange in days to come. Similarly, I must thank the audience who were so much active and into our conversation and sending us tons of questions and queries, and especially the volunteers who conveyed us the questions so that audience could directly be part of this conversation. In this discussion, Numerous dimensions of a virtual exchange were elaborated, uh, and Mirosati Project 2020 has shown that pandemic can't be a barrier to conduct exchange between international students. We have proved that a virtual platform can be effective and convenient. This may serve as a legacy. This may serve as a precedent for universities and organizations whenever they explore the possibilities of an online exchange. With this, I, moderator Ashish Panta, bid my goodbyes. Thank you all for your time. With this, I hand over this space to the MCs. Over to Anjali and Rio. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for an amazing discussion. And I would like to ask the audience to send a clap in the hands. Even we cannot see that you are clapping hands. And to answer the question about our activities software, and we have put a lot of works on our web page. So like I would like you all to visit our website also, and then you can check a lot of activities and works so that you can you can get a lot of things from here. And thank you so much, and thank you. And I also read a lot of comments like I would like to try not to miss the next time to join our activity or something like that. It's really touching. It's really touching my heart. It's really it's our honor to hear such a things. And thank you so much. And also it's our honor to consider the vision of online exchange programs also with you all. So from now, I would like to move to the next section. The next section is the reflection video. It is the last session in the student summit, and I don't know why, but I'm still like a little bit excited as much as the beginnings. And so yeah, through our activities and the contents of the student summit, we certainly launched a lot of things. So I like to give you attention to the video. So let's check it out.
Hello everyone, this is Ashish again, and in this video I'm going to share my reflection of Merosati project. At first, I was really skeptical about training virtual Merosati project 2020, but track week 4 was during a pandemic and had nothing to do with life, decided to join it anyways. To my share joy, the learning experience of past 4 months has been very incredible. I was bestowed with an opportunity to discuss upon daily life is showcasing cultural exchange and activity with new and Japanese students. Personally, sharing my ideas and opinions about gender equality was the most exciting part.
Ashish Bai is an extrovert, a wonderful poet, and he loves making fun of Seki. Mirasaki project was really fun. It was very educational, and I got to meet new friends and build a connection, as well as got to know about their cultures.
Diva is a 19 years old sweet girl who is very curious about the things around her, and she has one of the best speaking skills in the entire group. Mirasaki project helped me broaden my horizon of critical thinking and understanding.
Hi, talking about Sasti. Uh, she loves reading book. I guess she's quite introvert, but yeah, she's also friendly.
Hey there everyone, Mirasaki project has been one of the greatest experiences of my life, and getting to interact with Japanese and Nepali members and getting to work together has been so incredible. Thank you so much for giving this beautiful opportunity.
Yusika loves gardening. She has lots of plants in her house. She is a great singer and she also loves traveling.
Seki project for me was a very productive program. It was equally full with fun and laughter.
Pastor is pretty, polite, and she loves space. The journey of Mirasaki project was really fun and amazing. Through virtual platform, we got to share culture, ideas, and our thoughts on different topics among Japanese and Nepalese members. Thank you, Seki Seminar and A Nepal for this wonderful opportunity.
Who I am assigned with is a creative pretty soul who has a bright future being a makeup artist and is excellent in art and a fabulous dancer. She is Ahana Pani.
Personally is pretty, polite, and she loves queens.
Mirasaki Fall 2020 has been the best experience where I got to learn as well as enjoy myself during this pandemic.
So talking about Sajidi, she is really cheerful and fun-loving person. She loves writing poems and she enjoys dancing. This virtual Mirasati project helped us a lot. I met so many friends and we spent a quite productive time together, and now I am convinced that online programs can be this effective too.
Saida is a bit of an introvert, but will be a blast when you know her. She loves dancing and she loves spending her time with her dog.
Mirasati project was a very exciting experience for me. I got to meet and learn from a bunch of new people from different countries around the world. Thank you.
Talking about Opshana, she is really into baking. She is a smart and confident girl, and I really love the way she speaks because she has commanding yet sweet voice. Virasaki project gave me lots of opportunity and helped me increase my confidence and enthusiasm. It also helped me to understand people better and connect with them more clearly.
I talk about Anjali. She loves dancing and singing, and she's energetic, and she's super friendly.
Mirasati project is one of the best experience that I had in 2020. It helped me to learn different ideas and it helped me to grow my skills.
After interacting with Mansa Koirala at Mirasati Project 2020, I can knew about her characteristics. There, she loves traveling, she loves to take photographs, and she's smart.
In this increasing globalization and technology, Mirasati provided a platform where I could adopt to both of these challenging topics and put it in practice. That's what I got from Mirasati.
So Ritik is an excellent singer, he's a good leader and a very smart person. What impressed me in this project is the friendship that we have, like beyond the distance and time, and the knowledge that we all could gain by connecting with each other.
Talking about Samiksha, she's very friendly. She loves like interacting with Japanese participants. She is very kind, and she loves traveling and listening to music.
Once we met, we worked together, challenges stood by, but we didn't bust. We made it happen.
Archana is a very soft-spoken person. She's an amazing artist. I love her sketches, and she's a very kind human being.
Talking about Merusaki project, September, November, it was full of learning, especially on sustainable development goal. And I was also able to make friendship with young, energetic friends from Japan and create lots of memories.
Hello. If I have to say three characteristics of Ajay, those would be first, is really good at talking to strangers, is an extrovert person. Second, he is really into spiritual stuff. And third would be he is interested in stock market and hopes to make a lot of money through investing. So that would be it. Thank you.
Mirasati project is a very interesting experience in my life as it taught me how staying inside the house is not an excuse but can turn into an opportunity where we can discuss and have fun at the same time.
Richard is actually a secret rock star among her friends. Nobody knows about her singing talent. And apart from that, she's very good at dancing as well. But she oftentimes forgets she's clumsy and she falls on the dance floor.
Actually, I felt ugly when I reached this project because I didn't want to write a it. But now I'm a little optimistic and find it very enjoyable to have a conversation. It's good, I think.
Love coffee, drawing, walking.
Challenging streets toward unknown activities. I will talk about Atsushi, read books, quick action, and sure.
I learned a lot of things every day through our monthly project, and I'm so surprised because I could make beautiful friends. I really appreciate all members supporting me. Thank you so much.
Talking about meal, dance, fashion, and acting. It was an opportunity to be referred to the difference in culture and values. This project has become a good experience for me.
Miu is good singing and acting, positive and genius.
I couldn't English very well after a lot of research and preparation, but I enjoyed it with everyone's support.
I think Lynn is hard worker and Carl, furthermore, she is very kind.
If we sing and song together online, we had to well communicate, and the project has grown me.
Sophie is very friendly and she cheer up and her person and she likes grandmother very well.
Hi everyone, I'm Liana. Through this activity, I was able to create a second family. This international student summit is held in order to make everyone smile.
My friend Rihanna is a party and absolutely brilliant dancer.
It's completely different from the real exchange program, but I can find that we can make a really strong partnership via this online exchange program.
Talking about the real, you have good smile, reliable brother, natural palm, good.
It was really quick for 4 months. It was really hard, but even more fun. And being able to interact with Nepali is lifelong memory. Thank you very much.
Talking about Momoka, great runner, math lover, and pretty girl.
It's one of the greatest things we could do during this pandemic when all the plans are cancelled one after another. I think we could prove that we can build global partnership or do international exchange even in the time when we couldn't go to foreign countries. Thank you.
Talking about Tue, she is really creative and she respects romantic and she is really hardworking with really tough mind.
Great experience. I was inspired by external students and Nepalese members. I'm talking about Mia. She likes Western movie and she is solid and interesting and she is high expressiveness.
It was a lot of fun talking to people from different countries, and through the program, I gained confidence in speaking English.
Talking about figures, good at SNS, good at talking. Hi guys, this project was good. It was wonderful that the student took the initiative. Thank you guys.
Kaho is a hard worker, very good at dancing samba, and she has a lovely smile.
Strong bonds and friendship.
Hi, I'm talking about Sawane. She is charming and singing the song and diligent person.
What impressed me most was the high motivation of the Nepalese members. Japanese people are basically satisfied with their current lives and tend to think only about their surroundings. But Nepalese members have always been thinking about a better society.
About Tomoki's three characteristics, I think are kind, easygoing, and nice. And I'm very glad that I enjoyed Male Study project. Even we can't do a lot of things during a pandemic, but we still got it.
Talking about Jun, he is very good at cooking and he loves anime.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Lee.
Tomoki's three characteristics, I think, are kind, easygoing, and nice. And I'm very glad that I enjoyed Merostocky project. Even we can't do a lot of things during a pandemic, but we still got it.
Talking about Jun, he is very good at cooking and he loves anime and he can speak three languages, Japanese, Chinese, and English.
I couldn't go to Nepal this year, but I had a wonderful international exchange program. It was very good experience for me.
I would like to talk about Sato. She's fashionable, loves Nepal, and open-hearted.
As you saw in the video, there were a lot of things to learn in this new style of an accents program. And simultaneously, it must be important to spread this online accents program in this pandemic situation. So we will keep this ambition to make the global partnership more interactive in this situation. It's about the time to conclude the International Student Summit 2020. Now, here is the joint statement for our ambition. We will end here by reading it.
Okay. So on behalf of our members, I am going to speak two paragraphs. And from third paragraph, I request all the participants to repeat after me. So please, our members, like turn on your voice, microphone, audio. Could you please it? Thank you so much. Thank you for your training on your audio. All right, then let's start. Joint statement. From today, we members of Merosati Project 2020 propose to keep our strong partnership with relentless effort even though we are in the pandemic situation which makes us separated. In this COVID-19 situation, enhanced international cooperation online become more important in order to consider our future. Merosati Project 2020 members are driven by the ambition to ensure a clear path for our futures through this situation. It enables us to find many possibilities for online exchange programs. All right, then please be ready for repeat after me. Everybody. Right. Thus, here is this joint statement to prove that our strong bond through these 4 months.
Thus, here is the
Here
joint
is
statement
the prove our strong bond through these 4 months.
Will last eternally.
Will last
eternally.
And we also continue to consider international problems together.
And we also continue to consider international problems together.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the Student Summit 2020. We hope that everyone here is motivated to have a solution to have a global partnership. Now, we would like to say goodbye to you all with this Android video. All right, and please stay safe and yeah, have a nice day, everyone. So see you. See you.